sounds beautiful here, so pardon the silence. I never know how much of this I should share, if any at all, but I just become so overfilled with like this abundance of like wanting to share that I can't stay quiet. So I just want to share this little piece of all of the things that have been being spoken to my heart recently. And it's this. Everybody looks at Jesus dying for our sins. Not everybody, but most people look at it the wrong way. They look at it the wrong way. They think that it means that, the God that made us flawed wants to punish us. And in order to not punish us or to forgive us for all of the flaws that he created within us, he had to send his son, an innocent human, to be a blood sacrifice. So that he would be satiated and, you know. So the mystery of that is really, really, really deep, super profound. Let's just say it's super profound. And I won't get into all of it, but I will give everybody this one little piece of the puzzle. Sin is not what you've been taught that it is. All of the things like envy, lust, coveting things that somebody else has, greed, all of that all stems from what sin actually is. And what sin actually is unbelief. Sin is a lack of faith. Sin is believing the ego with its fear programming and its scarcity mindset over the God that's within you. So whenever you take that into account and whenever you finally realize that, and just the fractality of existence and like the fact that we are God and that we've been fractalized, but we fell so deeply into unbelief. We fell so deeply into the illusion that we actually became fragmented instead of fractalized, and we were like cut off from our genetic potential, like the DNA that was supposed to project into our reality all the potential of who we are, was like sequestered, or it was like bound by the illusion of flesh, the illusion of separation. And so it is the life within the blood that frees us. And whenever Christ came, what he was is he came from the very, very top, I guess, if you want to put it that way. He had access to all of it. He had access to everything. He was superhuman, as we would see it. It was actually just the fullness of being human. That's what it was. But we were so entrenched in sin, unbelief, that we were afraid of him. We were so wrapped up in fear that we were afraid of him. And so we called him a devil. We were so separated from God that we couldn't even see the very one that created us when he was literally standing right before us. He was there. And so that avatar, I suppose, perished, and his spirit lives on, and he still walks in these realms. And I said I wasn't going to go deep. Just think about what the cross is. The cross is where matter and spirit meet. So it's where the eternal meets the temporal, meets the illusion. And right there in that center point, that's the cross. And so, I mean, geez, I don't know if it gets to anybody else as strongly as it gets to me, but it is really, like I said, super profound for my human to really accept and integrate all of that knowledge and wisdom and love, the love that he had for his creation. and the way that some of us are still so locked in to our egos that we just want to stay asleep. Some of us just want to stay asleep. We don't want to wake up. We don't want to accept all of that. Or we'll accept it to a certain extent, but then we won't move on into the fullness of what we are supposed to be. And we want to keep him up on the cross, and we want to stay as babies, and we want him to like take care of us and like do everything for us. No, he's calling us to a higher position. He's calling us to a higher place. So, I mean, at least that's how I see it. Anybody who doesn't see it that way, feel free to leave something in the comment section below, I guess. And I hope everybody is doing well and having the life that is your fullest potential, and really getting ourselves out of the way, getting our fear out of the way, and allowing God to express itself through us is the key. And so when people say that Christ died for our sins, they don't mean what they think they mean. It's not that it isn't true, it's just they're looking at it through an egoic human perspective. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Love you guys. Peace and peace out. Bye.